So guys, the market, it doesn't wait. It's something that doesn't move based on whether or not you invest in it. And today we're going to talk about some of the opportunities that are moving, especially on Wall Street, that maybe have a little bit of traction, but most people are asleep about. And if you're serious about building, let's say, generational wealth, or getting to a point where you can have your assets exceed the the amount that you pay in your bills, your assets pay more than your expenses. Uh, we're going to talk about some of the waves of where money's flowing to right now, and just want to give you guys a breakdown for some of the stocks that we're particularly watching. And if you guys have some as well, there's AI companies, there's quantum computing companies, there's automation companies. Um, and AI at this point is not the future, it's definitely the present. Companies like Nvidia, we've covered some Palantir, even Big Bear AI, are building new infrastructures right now and intelligence. And then with quantum computing, quantum is where AI was about 5 or 10 years ago. Ion Q, you got D Wave having some record highs recently, surging over 50% in just a few days. And when it comes down to D Wave, some people were asking me what I think. I just got off a consulting call earlier today. Um, and I think it was David I was talking with. And David's been working. He's getting to a point where he's starting to build up a pretty big portfolio. He's working during the week, he's working on the weekends to build up his portfolio. Shout out David. And we're talking today, and we're doing a consulting. If you guys ever want consulting, feel free to check any links below. But again, he's telling me how D-Wave is a stock that he held for a long time, quantum computing, for some dips and valleys. And then recently it surged 50%. Now he's up on a position, $2,500 in, like, I'm assuming, 2 days that it surged. And so he's telling me about that. That's an early bet that he made. There's early bets that you make in quantum and AI. There's these early bets, and they work out usually pretty well. So when it comes to defense and AI, we're going to focus on those as well. There's some AI plays we've had that have worked out pretty well. One of the companies we're covering today, Rocket Lab, working out pretty well. I don't know if you guys saw Rocket Lab. Um, you know, it's not working out maybe perfect as we start the day. In fact, that one's down a little bit. But that's a stock that we started to identify back in 2022 when it was $3 or $4 a share, and it surged to $33. And it was just this law of kind of looking at the companies and saying, there's some potential here for this company to do really well in the future. And so we just simply, look at the value. That's how I was able to personally invest in Nvidia. But it's not just like AI, it's not just quantum, it's not just space tech. There's energy tech, there's green tech, there's cybersecurity, and even AI, creating new threats right now means more demand for things like cybersecurity. Um, and then when you have AI infrastructure, more data, more power and energy, then there's going to be green tech solutions that do better. So really there's a lot of growth right now happening. And I want you guys to know, if you're looking at the AI market, you're looking at these different markets right now, could let you know that you are not late. Yeah. We are so early right now to the AI boom, to the defense sectors, the space tech especially, that if you act with focus right now and we don't get distracted, but we really focus on what's happening in the world with these different companies, and you have a strategy, not just focus, but a strategy. I remember, like, trying to, when I first got into investing and I was looking at all these stocks, and every time I'd look at my phone, I'd look at different stocks, and I would look at 100 or 200 in a sitting. And by the end of it, I was like, whoa, I have no idea which companies are good. And you can get really distracted in today's world. So it's important, most people are waiting for, like, we talk about confirmation sometimes, confirmation, waiting for confirmation, waiting for the time, waiting for the ability to see that it's going up. And we talk about it all the time. It happens. But wealth, it's built by those who act on conviction, the people that are getting in early, the people that are the curious learners and stack all these probabilities. They look at the technicals, the fundamentals. They look at like, when you ask somebody, how much do you consider when you're golfing? If you ask a beginner, they're going to say that I just hit the ball, right? But then you go talk to Tiger Woods and he's like, well, you got the angle of my wrists based on if I'm hitting through tough grass. You got the lie. How is the ball on the ground? You got the wind. Definitely considering the wind. You got the yardage, and I'm looking at the yardage. You got the ball spin, the top spin. Do I want the side spin? And there's a million things that you never would have thought of as a beginner golfer. You're just like, I hope I get the ball. Same thing's true today with some people saying, I'm just gonna buy stocks. I just buy stocks and, oh, this is maybe an AI, and they just kind of throw it out there, and what happens? The ball goes wherever. There's not things considered, and maybe you don't play the best golf. Same thing is true with investing. You want to stack probabilities in your favor. You want to look at the trend. Is it overall up? Is the financials looking favorable? Are they growing financially? Is there tech in advancements that are looking good? All those things are really important things to consider, and to look at the market that it's growing and the usage, all those things. And so that's kind of the current way we're looking at the momentum. There's a lot of good stocks. So I want to jump in. We could do some quick analysis here, but I'm going to do some analysis with you guys in a morning live session tomorrow. So if you guys want to join a morning live session tomorrow, if you're watching this live, you guys kind of hear what we're talking about. We're going to be breaking down these companies. We're going to look at space tech. We're going to look at quantum. We're going to look at AI and cloud and SaaS. And all these companies we're going to look at tomorrow in the morning. It's going to be in the morning, tomorrow morning. You'll see a scheduled YouTube post. If you want to be there, just simply tune in tomorrow morning and check the YouTube channel. It should be somewhere around 9 a.m. or earlier Pacific Standard Time. We'll get an official time. So as we move forward, I'm going to simply take a look. Did you guys have any things that we were dropping in the comments? Got some QUBT, Jose Alvarado. Boris is in there. Sold QBTS, took some gains. I love that. All right, guys. Awesome. We'll have a session tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all.